Welcome to Retirement Today. I'm your co-host, Jonathan Berkland. With me here in the studio, Michael Reese. He's a certified financial planning professional for over 25 years now, and we're helping people get to and through retirement. That's what it's all about here on Retirement Today. We're out here to help you find some tips and tricks to help you through, unfortunately, maybe some doom and gloom on the horizon, Mike.
Yeah, that's right. So as you know, here it is. We're nearing the end of the year.
Yeah, yep.
And if you're listening to us on the radio, you're not seeing the big change in the studio.
Yes, it is big.
If you're watching us on YouTube, you see that Benny the Tax Monster's been moving around the studio. He's now put himself directly between us.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, so he doesn't like being ignored. But anyway, looking at the economic environment as we near the end of the year, 2022, it's not been a great year. In the markets, in fact, it's been a down year, looking like it might be a 20%er.
Right.
Or better when all is said and done. We'll see how it ends. But even more importantly than that, as we look into 2023, everything we see indicates that recession is coming. Mm-hmm. Every time I open up CNBC in the morning, CNBC.com, or I go to, any financial website, I turn on the financial news, it's all bad.
Yeah.
Right? We've got Jeff Bezos is saying, batten down the hatches. Now, if you don't know who Jeff Bezos is, he's the guy that kind of owns Amazon.
Yeah. He may know a thing or two about what's going on in the economy, right?
I think the good people at Amazon know what's happening in the economy. Anyway, he says batten down the hatches. We got serious recession coming. Yeah. They're laying off tens of thousands of employees. So is Facebook. Right. Every time I seem to open up the news, it's like, holy smokes, another company is laying off a boatload of people.
Right, the layoffs have begun, yes.
Right? And we have inflation is at the last report. Inflation it's still rising, still increasing, not quite at the same clip that it was, but it's still up there at a pretty high rate. So the Fed has not yet gotten inflation under control.
Right.
That means they're going to continue to increase interest rates, and that's going to slow down the economy. So everything looks like doomy and gloomy. And so one of the things that I thought about here is, every time you have bad news like this, every time there's doom and gloom out there, there's always an opportunity. With every bad thing that happens, there's an opportunity to turn things around. And that's what I really want to focus on today, Jonathan, because I think so often we hear all this news about, oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. And hey, let's be honest, we even talk about that sometimes here.
Yeah, right.
I thought, you know what, we need to turn the page a little bit here. We need to think about how can we find the opportunity? Where is opportunity when bad things happen? And how do we take where we are? You can't go back in time, of course, and change anything. But what you can do is you can say, all right, here's where I am today. Now, what can I do going forward to improve my situation?
Yeah, I like that a lot because we singularly cannot influence the entire economy, right? We're not in control of what's going on, but we can be in control of our actions and how we react to what's going on.
That's right, or respond even.
There you go.
I'm going to use the word respond.
I like respond.
Because react sounds like, you're not really in control. But when you respond, that means you're being thoughtful and you're in control. And one of the things that I really want to get out there, this is an important fact. So as you're sitting there, maybe you're in the car, you're at the house, at your home, maybe you're at work, and you're sitting there and you're like, all right, Mike, Mike, Jonathan, this has been a crummy year. My 401k, it seems like it's going down, down, down.
Yep.
Why am I putting money into something that is going down, down, down? Well, what you're doing is you're buying shares, you're dollar cost averaging. When you do the math, it's a good idea. Mentally, you probably think this is a great idea. But when it comes to your emotions, when you see what's happening to your portfolio, you're probably thinking, this stinks. Or there's another word that you might throw in there.
Maybe a few choice words, yes.
Yeah, but it's like, am I ever going to be able to retire?
Right.
This show's all about retirement planning. And when you see your 401ks going down or your 403b going down every single month, it seems like, you think, well, how am I ever going to retire? How much money did I lose this quarter? You kind of get to a point where you don't even want to open a statement. That's bad.
That's bad, yes.
If you don't want to open up a statement, then probably you're not invested the right way. And the one thing, so we're going to talk about 3 opportunities tonight. 3 different opportunities that I see out there where you can respond to what's happening in a positive way and improve your financial situation. Now, before I go into the opportunities, though, Jonathan, I want to talk a little bit about if you have a financial advisor or if you are your own financial advisor, what you should not be doing.
There you go. Okay. That's a good conversation.
I mean, we have opportunities, but we also want to know what is the wrong thing to be doing.
Right. Maybe stop the bad things that are going on can almost be a fix in and of itself.
That's right. And so before I share it, I'm going to give you a quick little story. So it's not even a story. It's more of a metaphor. Imagine you're driving down a road. The sun is out. You can see for miles ahead of you. Maybe you're out in West Texas. The speed limit's 75. Maybe you're doing 80 or more. But it's fine because the sun is out, not a cloud in the sky. The road is straight. You can see for miles and miles. You're the only one out there probably. We are talking about West Texas. There might be, I don't know, maybe you have to navigate a tractor somewhere. But, I mean, I've driven out this way. We have a place in New Mexico that we go to and kind of a getaway. And we drive there if we're going to be there for a week or two. And, you know, it's 9 hours.
That's a solid drive for sure.
9 hours of West Texas driving.
Yep.
Anyway, so what happens is it's flat. It's fine. It's a beautiful day. No problem. But then let's say you're coming up to a curve, like a really sharp curve. Are you still going to be doing 80 miles an hour?
Likely not.
No, you got a sharp curve coming. You're going to slow down. What if you get a big rainstorm? Are you still be doing 80 miles an hour? No. I mean, the weather's bad, right? Oh, my goodness. What if you get some weird snowstorm like we had, here
Right.
a couple of years ago? You're not going to be going 80 miles an hour. So the point is, when you are driving down a road, you adjust your driving habits or your speed and based on road conditions, based on weather conditions. Hey, is the road straight? Is it curving? Is it sunny? Is it raining? Or God forbid, snowing? Are you the only car out there? Or are there a lot of different cars? Is there, a lot of traffic?
Right.
Depending on the situation, you change your driving habits, right? You change your speed. We all do that. That's called normal.
That is normal, yes.
Right? This is what we do. But somehow, when it comes to investing money, we suddenly decide we're going to pick a speed that we drive down the road, and we're just going to drive that speed no matter what the road brings us. We're going to drive, maybe we say we're going to drive 60 miles an hour, but we're going to drive 60 miles an hour if it's sunny. We're going to drive 60 miles an hour if it's raining. We're going to drive 60 miles an hour if it's snowing. We're going to drive 60 miles an hour if the road is straight. We're going to drive 60 miles an hour if we have hairpin turns.
Yeah, just put the blinders on, right?
And that's called buy and hold.
Yeah, that's right.
If you are out there and you just buy and hold and you hope that everything's going to work out, that's what you don't want to do. That is exactly how you get into trouble. And this is exactly how, and the reason for that is most people, they're driving faster than they think they are in their portfolio. I had a gal I talked to the other day, super nice lady. She has an investment advisor, and this lady is in her mid-70s. And this investment advisor has her 70% of her money in the stock market.
Ugh.
This is money she needs for income.
Yeah.
I asked her, how comfortable are you taking risk in the market? She goes, well, I need this money for income. Mm-hmm. So I'm not very comfortable at all. And I'm seeing the account go down. And she goes, that's why I'm talking to you.
That's why I'm here, right? Yeah.
My point is this. Especially if you're nearing retirement, if you're in retirement, there's nothing wrong with taking risk with your money. There's nothing wrong with driving down the highway at 80 miles an hour with portions of your money. But the question is, do you have the right portions of your money in that environment and the right portions, set up to be a little safer.
Right.
It's kind of like I heard a great analogy from one of our clients I was talking to. He said, Mike, for this part of my money, I want to be riding in a car driven by a chauffeur. I don't want to feel acceleration. I don't want to feel quick stops. I don't want to feel sharp turns.
Yeah.
I just want a smooth ride. And for most money in retirement, especially your income money, that's how you want to set it up. So buy and hold, though, for most people is a real problem. And it's a real mistake. So here's what we're going to do on the show tonight. We are going to talk about 3 opportunities. And after we talk about these opportunities, if you think to yourself, hey, I want to learn more about that, we'll tell you how to call us. We'll tell you how to get in touch with us. I'm not going to do that right now. But I want you to be thinking, if you're your own advisor, what opportunities are you taking advantage of right now? If you work with a financial advisor, what opportunities are they bringing to your attention? Because there are some really good ones right now. So, all right, we're coming up on the break. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to start talking about opportunities, how to take advantage of the doom and gloom that's out there today. We'll be right back.